Good morning. When I got up this morning, started stumbling around, I clicked on my YouTube, and there was Bo Grant. And she was doing a little bit of reporting on what has now become somewhat of a TikTok trend, where not only people in the United States, but now other countries are starting to ask if churches can provide formula for infants of mothers in need. And she's quite telling in her response. I did a little praying this morning, and I actually Googled um, for a little bit of guidance. And here's what Google actually brought back, and it's quite enlightening. It brought back these key biblical principles. The churches have a duty to provide, and quoted the Apostle Paul in his first epistle to Timothy, chapter 5, verse 8, where he says, "But if any provide not for his own, and specially for his own house, he hath denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel." And it says that we should turn to God in prayer, according to St. Matthew, chapter 7, verses 9 to 11 say, "Or what man is there of you, whom if his son shall ask bread, will give him a stone?" And we should seek God's provision. The Apostle Paul wrote to the Philippians in chapter 4, verse 19, "But my God shall supply all your need according to his riches in glory by Jesus Christ." And it's interesting because Bo and these other TikTok influencers are reporting that many churches have turned them away. I suppose that's quite revealing about these small C churches who they seek to provision formula for their children and their attitude. Now, Google went on a little bit further and gave practical steps for those who are in actual need. And it says, first, pray to ask God to provide. Pray sincerely in that. It's not a game. You must be sincere with God when you pray. You need to trust and have faith that God will provide. And that is a very scary thing sometimes when you hear your child crying. You may find yourself in a panic, but you need to have faith in God that He will provide. It can be very, very hard when you know that your child is suffering. To ask God to provide for him or her, or or for yourself. But we all must have faith. And you should seek help, not only through churches, but also in the community in which you live. Ask for guidance, perhaps to agencies within the community that are specifically there to help you in your time of crisis. And it admonishes churches and those of us who are approached by people who are in need. In Proverbs chapter 3, verse 28, you can find where it says, "Say not to thy neighbor, go and come again, and tomorrow I will give, when thou hast it by me." The need is immediate. In the Epistle of James, chapter 2, verses 13 through 17, he says, "For he shall have judgment without mercy, that hath showed no mercy. And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith, and hath not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked, and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needed to the body, what doth it profit? Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone." These are all pretty tough thoughts to ponder. But as Christians, we should be pondering them. We should be praying about them. We should all be holding mirrors up to our own selves and our own souls, myself included. If we are truly Christians, we need to find ways to do better and to share in the wealth that we've received by God and Christ's mercy and grace with those that find themselves destitute and without food. So there you go, Bo. Remember, it's not enough that you simply reveal these things. I'd like to think that you and your husband attend a church. I hope that maybe you help to establish a mission within your church and within yourselves, that you not only raise the question, but you help to provide for those who are truly in need. If you can do that, surely you will be much blessed by God. Reporting from the United States of America, my name's Bruno Biava. Good luck and Godspeed to you all.